from it, you can love it. Just remember, bring a budget for the people who discover what you covered. We got a lot of...
Hello, 2K TV. I think coming onto set and everyone that I've known for years and years saying, hey, MP, welcome to set, MP, that was just like such a moment for me.
Positions.
I never expected to be called MP, ever.
Our cameras caught the Clippers arriving at their building and coming through the tunnel with a lot of style and confidence. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. And it's Salon in a power forward. And for the Clippers, down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. DJ out there with Cam Thomas. And it's Ball in at the small forward. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
And that one is good from DJ.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
The three. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against the Thunder. Ball, the pass to Miller. Now, here's Ball. He's covered closely. Tries again. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The D is fully aware of Ball's threat to score. He took advantage of their anxiousness that time.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow. Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
Here's DJ. Gets the three-pointer to fall. DJ's got 9. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Shot from 12. Ball with the bucket.
He'll do that for you, too. Ball can go mid-range if he needs to.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. In talking to the coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now, DJ, following the miss by LaMelo Ball from deep. And it's DJ missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
There's the triple. No good. That miss takes him to 3 for 7. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Lets it go with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 12. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Now, here's DJ. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Thomas against Miller. Ball with a wide-open look. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Here's TJ. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide-open looks at the three-point shot. But it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Cam Thomas was the 23rd free throw shot of the game.
For Charlotte,
Miles Bridges. One shot.
One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. We've got Ball. He's out there with Smith. And it's Clowney in at the 5, roaming the paint. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
You look at DJ, he's at the head of the pack in the West.
And I can't say that anyone is surprised. Always one of the players that everyone loves to watch.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you cannot leave anybody open on Ball's team because this guy is excellent at finding his teammates.
There's the 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Salon. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Pulls it up. 80 that time from Leonard.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against Oklahoma City was all business. He finished with 49 points, and his active hands were on display again with a lot of steals. The stats he put up were amazing. He knew nobody could slow him down, and he went to work. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. He feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Mann's checked in for Cameron Thomas. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Okogie's checked in. The Hornets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Outside, Ball. Plumb loose and stolen by DJ. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. And Ball slams it in.
Well, you can't let Ball get this deep. I mean, once he's this close to the rim, that far inside, he's ready for the throwdown.
And the Hornets call time here. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Angeles with some changes. Eubanks, he's checked in for Zubac. Derek Jones comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Norman Powell subbed in for Ball. And then for Charlotte, Brandon Miller, he's checked in for Smith. And Jones subbed in for Ball. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
A difficult situation for Charlotte. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Drills it from outside.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Now, here's DJ. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Jones, and it's blocked. They retain possession. Miller outside. Ball's knocked loose. Powell with the steal. A finish, and DJ throws it down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Okogie. Scoreless thus far. Jones, no luck.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And it's DJ missing. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. And that will be the 5th game of this 6-game road trip. Here's Salon over Jones. Okogie for 3, and no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers ahead by 26.
52. The Hornets, 26.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at DJ in this one. He's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Thomas is out there with DJ, and it's Ball in at the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. So he comes up empty, missing both. Here's Okogie. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now here's DJ. He's guarded close to the middle. And the dunk by Zubac.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Out to the right wing. Charlotte moving the ball around. And Clowney can't get it to go. The Clippers shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. And it's DJ missing. Charlotte shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Ball with the bucket.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball's shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
Now DJ, he has 35. Takes a 3. They get it back. Zubac, whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for the
Substitution on the court.
30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Jones. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers leading by 16. DJ with it. Fires from deep. Bridges with the board.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And Jones sends it back. On the basket by Jones. Jones has got 6 points.
You got to have a good basketball IQ to be effective. I love the decision to kick it out.
And so it's Los Angeles looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth, they've got Miles Bridges. Tyus Jones out there with ball, and it's Clowney in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's DJ, defended by Jones. For three, and he nails it. The three-pointer falls from DJ. DJ's got 38 points. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Clippers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Drains the three-pointer. DJ's got 41.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Jones, no one around him. They can't stop the run with that one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And the Hornets call time here. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans.
Substitution on the court.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Ball, the pass to Bridges. Here's Highland. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, I tell you, Bridges doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
Ball kicks to DJ. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Hornets trail by 17. Hit his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it.
Substitution for the away team. Clowney. Ceylon.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him.
Good on the triple.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Highland passes the ball. Miller with the ball. He's covered by Ball. Back to Miller. Just 5 to shoot. Ball with it. Now guarded by DJ. Count that bucket. Ball's got 4 points in the quarter.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Clippers.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And it always feels good to get that first win in a season series. Going head-to-head twice this year. This will put them up 1-0 so far against Charlotte.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DJ.
I thought his active hands were a big help. I mean, he took some chances on defense, and his gambles paid off. He got a bunch of steals.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
On up the court. That's good from Thomas on the assist by DJ.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Now, here's DJ. Defense right on him. The shot comes out. And here is Ball. So the Clippers winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead, it was comfortable. They were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.